Hello everyone, digital trip at Data Sabai. Today we are going to meet our guest, Foreign Comper, managing partner here, and let's get started. Good opportunity for digital business women Thailand to have an interview with you today because we are interested in your activity with the Franco Thai Chamber of Commerce for the digital transformation working group. It's really interesting topic, but before we go into that, we would like to know more about you. What brought you to Thailand?
So basically, I did not target Thailand. I was in Taiwan for university exchange. I got a culture shock at that moment. So I just stayed a few months, studied Chinese. I found a job. Finally, I got some troubles with, let's say, graduation recognition. Come back to France, and after this experience and also failure, because of many things happened, I just wanted to come back Asia. I just find an opportunity. It was Thailand, really by chance. Company sent me in Thailand for 2 years, and finally 2 years plus 2 plus 5, and finally for 14 years. Never imagined anything like that, mainly starting from finance, supply chain, go in IT, where there is a balance, where we speak about IT, technology. It's not more a technical mind that the company are searching, but it's more people who understand how the business people are talking. So I think this is why it lasts so long. We don't know what will happen. So let's say not smooth, but just want to move forward.
We'd like to know more about your company activities and also your team, right? You have international teams, we can see.
I think we are eight nationalities, different nationalities right now. French, Chinese, Japanese, Nepalese, Myanmar, Thai, Indian.
How do you set your culture, working culture here, because you are with the diverse people from different backgrounds?
Working culture is more globally based on collaboration. We are not top to bottom. We are not absolutely bottom to top. To make it on a flat hierarchy. We love people who make initiative. That's quite a challenge also when you have also young people. But this is what we try to foster, because we believe that if employees feel good, I cannot say happy, it would be a lie, but if the people feel good, they will make the customer feel good. At the end, let's say, the management feel good as well.
Culture shock of friends working in Asia or in Thailand?
It depends on the people. I will split in 2 levels. The number one, purely professional, because when I arrived, it was, I remember, December 2011. Don't know anything about Thailand, but first I started the bad journey because my luggage was stuck by custom and I was stuck in a weekend without anything. But when I make on my first day, I could not understand, because all the French were in holidays. I was surrounded by Thai people, and when I asked some help, I could not understand that everybody want to help me, but nobody could help me. So I could not understand that the people are so taking time for me, but did not give me what I really need to move forward in the job. So I could not understand that to assess the situation. I was completely lost, confused during, let's say, 3 to 4 months. On the other side, more personally, become more with much more surprises, because the people come to host myself like big smiles. Is not a legend, but really the people, they really care, they anticipate your needs, they want you to feel good, they have some curiosity. I feel real empathy at that moment that usually we did not get from people we don't know. Mainly on the Western world, we try first to break the ice, and here you don't need to break the ice to get this open-mindedness directly.
Thai work in France. Do you think what will be the culture that they would talk about, like totally different from what we're doing here?
Also, what would be maybe challenging for Thai people, yes, this is a way of what we call like a Paris syndrome for Japanese people. It can be close of also maybe with Thai people, where they imagine that France is perfect, is romantic, that is good. You have a high expectation, reality usually is a little bit lower. So sometimes difficult to digest that. Professionally speaking, I want to say it will be a moment that they need to adapt in terms of to be very direct, and the culture of truth, if it's positive or negative. It's very, very difficult to be negative and say it loudly in Thailand. This is where...
In tech industry, you also see, we can see that not really many women who work in tech, especially for the technical and how your company can balance?
Right now, how to balance in Data Sabai, we are not focusing that you are a woman or you are a man. We just take the people how they are, and depending on, let's say, the position and mainly the skills needed. In a media or in a movies, you see the developer with a headset coding all day long. You see only men, pure developing programming. But another side of technology or digitalization, this is a part of how you make this support into the organization. That's why when you have maybe a man who can develop, but a woman who can work with people, this is where you can find a balance. But gender is not really criteria, what the people can see at the beginning without knowing each other. I'll give you an example. When we'll meet a prospect, potential customer, and we'll be 4 men, 2 men will be the CEO and COO, be myself and my sales director, and we ask someone of the team, she's a consultant, a woman, and we wanted her to join us, first to learn, because it's also a good opportunity for her, but also to break a little bit what could be formal between men, to be direct. She can add some note of, can I say, sweetness. It should be with the woman way, or sometimes the youth can bring something a bit more friendly and more accessible at the same time.
What are the qualities that is required to go one day to be one of the top management if they want to grow career at Data Sabai?
Everyone should have an objective and set the path of this objective. So I will not speak about gender, but more generation, that you don't know where you go, you will try. Even at the beginning, try a small objective, and later when you will have more visibility, more clarity with a failure, with a success, with discussion, step by step it will come. Don't be impatient. Sometimes, referring to the woman, can have maybe more obstacle on it. Right now, more in the leadership, we see globally more men. It looks like that a woman need to show a little bit more than a man because they do not belong to this world. It doesn't mean that they don't deserve it. It means because there is history, because there is a legacy in all cultures. So there's a changing to be equal. It takes some time. It's more to change the look of the people for the woman, but not the woman itself. I think it's exactly the same.
What women can learn from men and men can learn from women?
Some point, I would say from men, from women, it will be the empathy, emotional intelligence. There is a part of more on the feeling, but the men, they see as a game that they want to win. They will bypass a little bit more the feeling to be more focused on the objective. So again, to reach one objective, there is several steps. Sometimes you need to be more direct, sometimes more focused on relationship, and it's a permanent adaptation anyway, so it will be to be used depending on that moment.
Technology is changing every day. How do you support or encourage your team to catch up the tech trend?
You can take the example with Boom. She's working with us and with me for several months as a content creator. She doesn't have much experience on it. It was a very good fit. It was also a good opportunity, and sure she wanted to make it. We start slowly. At the beginning, we make 1 post per week. She make everything manually. It was a mess. After 2 or 3 months, we start to have a real content with a scheduler. To answer your question is like, now I ask her, how can you speed up, or can you be more efficient to produce a content without being a robot? He doesn't know because she's already improving months after months. This is a typical example that I will show her some tool existing on the market, test 2 or 3. Every time that she learns, she gets a feedback, we capitalize. Now, step by step, she will build more technology and also the initiative. So that's why it makes the company grow, and it makes herself grow as well. To show the way when you are younger, but globally is like when you reach a limitation, how you can do more with technology.
We talk about work-life balance is the new things. And for you, what do you think about this?
4 pillars. Your ambition, your professional career. You will have your wife as a couple. You will have your children and the time for yourself. It's impossible to have the 4 pillars when you have absolutely happy on everything. What is important is we have a clarification for the team, like a global organization, and after we make it case by case without being extreme. Again, this is one part is fully organized, and one part should be more adaptability on it, a compromise that can fit everyone.
A bit being more digital, also related to your activity as chairman of the digital transformation with the Angkor Thai Chamber of Commerce.
I have my name, but I think all the idea coming from several people is more along a discussion with the people from corporate, SME. We don't have a place to discuss about business requirement and the technology. We speak about technology, but we don't explain which problem we are solving. So we see tech provider who want to jump on technology with guys, they make really, really good things, but a corporate company that they try to follow something that is getting faster and faster, and there is no bridge on it. So the idea was to build this bridge, to make the technology accessible to the non-tech people, to focus on a business problem. After what we did in the first event, just to start, it was great. We have 40 people and 2 great speakers, with also Anya help. So now we want to make just a use case. So the people come to find a guidance for corporate. They come to share also. The corporate can learn, and tech provider provide some support, and tech provider also can simplify also the way that they can explain to corporate. So this is more a way of discussion, and wanted to make as dynamic as we can to be really accessible to non-tech.
What is your work philosophy or your motto, and what is your inspiring message to the DWT?
Really dare, but with respect. We are not here to fight around, even if you can consider this as a fight. As a woman's perspective, I want to say that don't ask permission. Because you may have sometimes more obstacle than a man in some circumstances. Don't try to please or ask. Just make the thing as you think that it should be, whatever it is, and without overthinking, because overthinking, this is where it starts. Can I say the end is important to think, but think, but mainly act on it as make the thing happen.
Thank you very much, Khun Phorian, for your time today.
Thank you too, Jaja. Really a deep pleasure to discuss with you.
So if you like this content, follow us and stay tuned for the next trip. And we are going to publish the interview content of Khun Phorian on our website as well. Today, we need to say goodbye and see you again for the next trip. Bye-bye.
See you.